Hello, my brave knights, princesses, and princesses, and welcome to Top 10 Things You Do Not Know About Philofhatsandgames. Number 1. The name Philofhatsandgames was originally going to be Philofhatsandgames and Music, but then I was like, that's too long. It also feels too stretched. So after debate that lasted for a day, I decided Philofhatsandgames would do it because I like hats and I love to play games. It's cool. Number 2. Philofhatsandgames' very first video was Mystery Case Files 13 Skull Theme. It has 4,385 views. But Phil's best video is Karima's The Architect of the Mind, which has 103,604 views. 640 views, sorry. When Phil started gaming, he had approximately 270 subscribers when he started gaming last year. He now has 444. Imagine that. Number 3. Before Phil got his laptop last year in April, or was it May? No, it was June. I think it was June. Before that, he used these two computers over here. I'll show you them. First one, which is a heap of junk. We're going to show you a second one. I'm going to show you a second one first. By the way, Phil's me, by the way. I'm just like talking. This is the computer I used to play on. It's a Dell. It has an Intel inside. It is a Windows 98 with XP and it has no graphics card. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM and only 30 gigabytes of space. The other one I have here is a Windows XP, what was it? I'll show you it in a moment. I'm going to just pull it out. A Windows XP Office Edition, which also has no graphics card, and overheated a lot. I mean, a ridiculous amount of times. And Tyler knows what I'm talking about also. That's another fact we'll get to. Ugh. This is the other one. You can see the inside of it. It's a heap of junk. It also has 2 things of RAM, but that's it. I could have added more to it, but I never did. There's another computer that's buried under the desk over there that I bought from SOS that I never used. It's probably never going to be used. Ever. It was a waste of my money. But I wasn't thinking back then. I'm a little bit more wiser now. Number 4. Phil lives with 10 siblings, one of which is married, and one of which is working. The others drive him crazy, as you probably have noticed. Phil's family is rough. They aren't the nicest of people, nor are they the most respectful of people, nor do they seem to want Phil to make a difference in the world, so Phil decided to do that himself by starting this channel. I've always, Phil being me, I've always wanted to make a difference in the world, ever since I could remember, because I thought the world was just too awful not to, so that's what I'm trying to do. So I hope you all appreciate that. Number 5. Phil's very first gaming console was the PS1, where he played a lot of platforming games before playing the PS2. Activision Classics and Blast Radius, Little Croc, and Jet Power Battles are only a few of the games Phil played. You'll find them on his YouTube channel because he found a PS1 emulator. He also played Inspector Gadget and Metal Gear Solid. That was for the PS2, I think. And His dad played Max Payne, and Joe played Chaos Legion. So we had a PS1, a PS2, two Xboxes, two Xbox 360s, and we have a ton of computers. Go figure. Number 6. Phil's best friend's name is Tyler. He lives just across the street from him. And Tyler and Phil have always been buddies for the past 5 years, ever since they met on the trampoline that used to be outside. They now realize that they're practically inseparable, and probably will never ever leave each other because, quite frankly, Tyler has given me more of his time and has done more for me than my whole family has in my entire life. Go figure. Number 7. Phil's bad at platforming games. Just thought you should know, but that's not what number 7 is. Phil's dog's name is Beatty. Hold on, I'll introduce you to him. He's coming, hold on. Okay, you guys ready for this? Come on, come on, up. Come here. Come on. Come here. Ugh. Here he is. This is Beatty. Come on, come here, come here, come here. Come here, Beatty. Where you going? He doesn't wanna. Phil's other dog's name is Winley, so he's more quiet, but it can get pretty loud. B is the one you hear barking in the background most of the time, sometimes, and it gets really tiresome, which is why I'm glad I have this mute button now. It used to get really absurd. So, you can go lay down, Beatty. Go lay down. Go on. Go lay down. Lay down. So yeah. Number 8. Phil used to sit in a corner over there at the couch area. Finally, one day his mom had enough, and now he sits here or over where another desk is where there's no privacy whatsoever, or in his room, which is over there. Yeah, it's interesting. Also, one more thing before we move on to number 9. I don't eat much. I don't. It's not my fault. It's that there's hardly anything to eat around here. So, it's hard. Number 9. Wait, 9's this. Yeah. Yeah. Phil is also a writer. Has been writing for the past 13 years, ever since he was 9 years old. He started after watching a movie called Dinotopia, because he thought that movie was so awesome that it deserved a sequel. So he wrote one himself. But it went from being The Smile, that's what it was originally called, to becoming Johnny and Tell Fantasy. This is copyrighted, you can't take it, by the way. Johnny and the Villains of Sunday, and Johnny and the Betrayal of a King. There's a fly flying around. Kill yourself! It went from that to just Johnny and Tell Fantasy. And Phil's just been writing ever since. He has about 80 books now. If Booksy's book count was correct, I have more than 80, but according to Booksy, I had 80 when I was there, and I left because no one really seemed to care. If you guys would like to read my stuff, let me know. You guys can just send me your email through, my contact information on About. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Go to my About page if you want to on YouTube if you want to find out what games are being played, because that way you'll know what's being played. Also, look through the playlist. You'll be amazed what you'll find. So yeah, that's number 9. Number 10. Well, I guess number 10 is usually saved as the best for last, but I don't really know what to say for number 10. Oh yeah, number 10, Phil's subscribers are really quiet. But that's okay, they're probably just enjoying themselves. And you guys are awesome. You deserve all the credit for what's been going on this channel. If it wasn't for you guys, this channel would have been stuck at 270. Since then, you guys have just been ramping up and overdoing it for me. I mean, I never thought I'd reach this far. I always thought I would be stuck at 270. When I started gaming, I lost like 12 subscribers. So, I had to fight my way back up. But then I realized that those 12, after looking at YouTube, I actually have lost 13. Those 13 subscribers were dead accounts. I was like, wow. So, that's interesting. So all I can say, guys, is keep up the good work. You guys are the reason I'm here. You guys are the reason this channel's still going, still chugging along, still alive. You guys are the reason I do what I do. You guys should feel proud of yourselves. I know every YouTuber says that, but we're being sincere. It is not us that push this channel forward, it is you guys. We just play games, or vlog, or do whatever the heck we do to entertain you. We just want to make a difference in the world. That's all we're trying to do. Some of us might not seem like we're doing that. Some of us might seem like we're doing it just to make something off of it, but we're not. We're just a bunch of people at a computer playing video games, vlogging, talking to a camera, and just dwindling away time because that's all we do. We just have fun. And you guys can have fun with us by just cheering us on with a comment or a subscription or a like. It's true. We do everything we do for the community. It's the community that pushes us. It's you guys that push us forward. So, could we reach 450 by tomorrow? I'm not pressuring you guys. If you guys want to, go tell your friends that this goes like 450. But it's really up to all of you, because in the end, it's you guys who make that decision. I have to give you a motivation to, though. So, if you were to ask me, okay, so what would you do if I did? Well, here's what I would do. Here's what you can do. Once you recommend someone, if they subscribe, and you know that person, you can shout out to me saying, hey, this person subscribed because I shouted out to him, and I will shout out to you saying thank you. That's probably what I will do, since I have nothing else better to do. I mean, no one hardly talks on my channel, so when people do, I literally talk to them all day, almost. Because I will literally set aside time to talk to my subscribers. Just as I set aside time in some recordings to talk to Tyler, because he deserves it. As you guys have probably noticed in one of my latest Prey videos, where I literally stopped and just talked to Tyler, or any other video I've done that you might find at some segment. So, is there anything else I'd like to say before I wrap this video up? I don't think so. Only that hopefully at the end of this year I will have a Blue Yeti mic, and maybe a better mouse, and maybe a better camera, and maybe a better headset. I don't know. It's up to Tyler. He's the man with the money. Not saying that I couldn't get anything if I want to, but with my current circumstances, there is no way. People think I'm rich on YouTube. I'm not rich, actually, to be honest with you. I am dirt poor. This laptop of mine, this mouse, these headphones, this laptop was given to me by Tyler, a friend of his. These headphones are Tyler's. This mouse is Tyler's. This speaker thing I have right here was bought at a yard sale for $5, and it's like 50 everywhere else. It was bought by Tyler's dad. A lot of the games I have are bought by Tyler or by some other person. I have bought things myself. Don't get me wrong, there are things I have bought myself, but it's really rare because of my circumstances at the moment. but that won't last forever because I have a plan. And Tyler knows the plan already. We both have decided it. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. It's a surprise for all of us, really. But hopefully, if everything works out, I will open a bank account and start taking donations and start receiving from my adware that I have. So, okay. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe because there's always room for more. I gotta get that phone.